All right, we're at the Virginia Museum of History and Culture in Richmond's 2nd District. As Richmonders are making their voices heard, we're joined by our political analyst, Dr. Bob Holsworth. Bob, thanks for sticking around.
Good to be here again, Bill.
So tell us, in the mayoral race, what are the trends that you've been watching?
Well, the real trend is to see how many people can actually win districts. Because in Richmond, you have to win 5 of the 9 districts to be mayor. Are we going to have a mayor tonight, or are we going to have a runoff? So it looks like early on, Danny Avula and Michelle Mosby got kind of a head start. Looked like they were going to win some districts. Will Harrison Rodet, Andreas Addison come in late, be able to mobilize people on election day and win some districts here to throw this into a runoff? That's what I'm going to be looking at.
Because Rodet and Avula both had over $1 million. Tyler just did some reporting on that.
Yeah, they've largely had the money to actually advertise on television. However, Avula advertised first. He was really on television for almost a month before Rodet came on. So can Rodet make up the ground that he might have lost early on as Avula was introducing himself to the public before Rodet had the chance?
Now, as far as the presidential election, you've said before that Virginia is not necessarily in the balance, but what are you going to be watching as the night goes on to give some indication of both candidates, that's Harris and Trump's, strengths and weaknesses as the night goes on?
What we assume, and I think this will happen, is that Trump is going to do very well in the rural areas of the state, particularly the Southwest. Up in Northern Virginia, Fairfax, actually the largest jurisdiction, often reports the latest. So you could have a little bit of a red mirage here in Virginia if Southwest reports early and then we're waiting for Nova or RVA to come in. But by and large, here in this area, I'm going to be looking at Chesterfield County. This is a place that Glenn Youngkin was able to carry in 2021, but Joe Biden carried it in 2020. It's a pretty good indicator of whether it's going to be close or not.
All right. Thank you, Bob, for your insights as always. And we'll have Bob coming back a little later on throughout the evening and then tonight on the CBS 6 News at 11. For now, let's send it back to the studio. Janine?
All right. Thank you, Bill. Some great things for us to keep our eyes on as the night unfolds.